The Tower at Thornfield Grange. Miss Charlotte Everleigh had always known her fortune was modest, her family connections middling, and her stepmother, Lady Bramhurst, absolutely monstrous. Still, she had her wits, her books, and her brisk walks across the windswept moors surrounding their rather grand but ominously creaky mansion, Thornfield Grange. Her stepsister Euphemia was considered the gem of Gloucestershire by their mother, though most people would describe her as an extremely shiny pebble, decorative, but quite useless. Then came Mr. Nathaniel Greystone. Tall, dashing, and possessed of a smile that could bring warmth to the coldest salon, Mr. Greystone had arrived to take possession of his uncle's estate nearby. He was immediately declared a catch, and Lady Bramhurst set her sights on reeling him in, for Euphemia, of course. She paraded her daughter before him like a prize goose in a bonnet. But Mr. Greystone seemed thoroughly unaffected by Euphemia's simpering admiration. His attentions, quite inexplicably to Lady Bramhurst, began to settle more and more upon Charlotte. Clever, unpretentious Charlotte, with the stubborn curl that refused to stay pinned. One morning, Lady Bramhurst overheard Nathaniel saying to a friend, "Miss Everleigh is unlike any woman I have met. She makes me feel as if I've stepped into sunlight after a long storm." That very afternoon, Charlotte was invited to take tea in the attic. Upon arrival, she was rather surprised to find herself locked in instead, in a narrow tower room with nothing but a broken spinet, 3 bats, and a deeply judgmental portrait of Lord Bramhurst's first wife. Meanwhile, the night of the midsummer ball arrived. Nathaniel appeared, his cravat perfect, his nerves frayed. He looked for Charlotte, found only the excessively perfumed Euphemia, and realized something was wrong. The Everleigh family may be eccentric, but Charlotte would never miss a ball unless forcibly detained. "Lady Bramhurst," he said smoothly, "you must be mistaken. Miss Everleigh would not fall ill on the very night she knew I meant to speak with her privately." Her smile cracked like overbaked meringue. So he did what any sensible Regency hero would do. He borrowed a horse, galloped to Thornfield Grange, climbed the ivy-laced tower wall in full evening dress, and broke Charlotte out with the help of a loose window frame and a particularly plucky bat. She was still buttoning her gloves when they arrived back at the ball. Lady Bramhurst stood in the drive, shrieking like a banshee in mourning, her shawl flying behind her like a battle standard. "You cannot take her in! This is scandalous! This is unthinkable! This is exactly what I intend to do," Nathaniel interrupted, stepping from the carriage. He offered his hand to Charlotte, who alighted with more grace than anyone should possess after a tower escape. "Lady Bramhurst, I have come to collect my bride, and I do thank you for making me quite certain of my choice." Gasps rippled through the crowd inside as the couple entered. Charlotte's curls were wild, her gown slightly wrinkled, and her cheeks alight with laughter. He took her hand in the center of the ballroom and declared, "Miss Everleigh has consented to marry me. I apologize for the delay. She was otherwise indisposed." And just like that, Thornfield Grange's reputation fell slightly, while Charlotte Everleigh's rose spectacularly. As for Lady Bramhurst, she was last seen muttering to the bats.